If you ever taken a shortcut across a field, you probably can imagine that sometimes it can help us reach our destination faster. But in the other hand, if people keep taking that shortcut, the grass will be step flat, leaving behind a trail of worn down, damaged soil. Now let's imagine a much larger shortcut, not just for people walking, but a shipping shortcut connecting two oceans together. This is the idea behind the mega project called Landbridge. Under the Southern Economic Corridor Act, also known as SEC, this project will build two massive deep-sea ports to bridge the Andaman Sea and the Gulf of Thailand with expressways, railways, and oil pipelines. The Andaman Sea ports will be built at Laem Ao Ang, Ranong, Thailand. This area is close to one of Thailand's largest mangrove forests, recognized by UNESCO as a biosphere reserve. It is also home to multiple national parks, coral reefs, and seagrass beds. That is a habitat for a variety of marine life, including the fishing grounds for local fishing communities and homes for indigenous groups. On the Gulf of Thailand side, the port will be built at Lam Liu Cape, Chumphon, Thailand, which is located near the Chumphon Islands National Park, a marine sanctuary with coral reefs, and a rich pile of underwater rocks that serve as a nursery and a habitat of marine animals. It is also a crucial breeding ground for mackerels and a vital food source for local fishing communities. In short, it is one of the most biodiverse marine ecosystems in Thailand. The Landbridge project claims to reduce shipping time by about 4 days. Sounds convenient, right? But the real question is who will benefit and who will suffer the consequences. This project has a massive cost up to $30 billion. This is one of the largest investments in Thailand's history. But of course, like any investment, it carries risk. Feasibility study project by NESDC together with Jula Unisearch point out that this project is very costly, and to make the project cost-effective, it needs enough number of ships, a factor that remains uncertain. Meanwhile, the Malacca Strait remains a far more convenient and a cost-effective choice, even if it takes a few extra days. There's also external factors like global economy or oil prices. Ultimately, this could be an unjustified investment, especially considering the risk, the destruction of biodiversity, impacting the ecosystem that make the area fertile, a livelihood area for community, and a resource hub for Thailand. Another major concern is the encroachment of ports, roads, and factories in the limited land area, which will lead to land disputes between corporations and local communities. The one who lose out, local fishers, agriculturists, and families, who could be forced off their land with no real choice. Another key issue is the Landbridge project or other large-scale industrial projects that the government plans to implement in various areas of Thailand still lack public participation. From community interviews who may be affected by this project, it was found that the project details are difficult to access, the public hearing invitations are not widely distributed, the consultation meetings are held far from local villages, make it impossible for evaluators to see the real impacts on people's lives. This shortcut through the field doesn't only trample the people. The rich natural landscapes, beaches, mangroves, coral reefs, and seagrass meadow, often called the lungs of the South, could also be destroyed or severely degraded. The highway connecting the two ports will cut through headwater forests, crossing hundreds of streams and rivers. Alongside this comes noise, water, and air pollution from ships and industry activities affecting both human and animal life in the region. Greenpeace is opposed to development projects that do not consider natural resources and biodiversity, especially when the local communities are excluded from the policy-making process. Any developments must take into account the increasing environmental impact that will result. Yet, based on what we have seen so far, looks like Landbridge and other projects under the SEC Act are likely to be such projects.